What else? There are a couple of things.
Well, take a foot bath.
After getting up, I usually, first of all, what's very important to me is that I don't spend time on my phone for the first 20, 30, 40 minutes. So I have my phone outside the bedroom. Then usually I drink something to get some water, cold shower. I don't know, actually the first thing is making the bed. Then a cold shower. Yeah, no, actually I find that's very important.
First thing I do is open my eyes.
No, but doing the bed, I don't know, it gives you a feeling of, take it the first task of the day. And then I take a cold shower. Then I journal, like I write down what I'm grateful for. It's like some sort of gratefulness journal. Then what I would like to accomplish this day. And then I meditate for 20 minutes. And then I come here and do my juice. And that's my morning routine for the weekdays. On Sundays, when I'm grinding, that's a little different because during the week I work out in the afternoon and the evening. I have my kickboxing, my Krav Maga. But on Sundays I usually also do a workout before the grind. So usually I get up and do my workout first, also a bit of stretching. Then my cold shower is also a little bit longer, so like 4 minutes, or even I take a cold bath. I also meditate a little longer, 45 minutes. I think it puts me in the ideal state for grinding. And some food prep. And then my girlfriend is usually doing the food for the Sunday grind. But doing the juice, and studying a bit, going over some hands, over notes, and then start the grind.
So this is the elusive Manfred?
This is Manfred, yeah.
Yeah. What's his deal?
He supports me during the grind. He's like...
He looks very judgmental, actually.
No, he's always like, calm down, Ben. It's alright. Yeah. Even if I get several bad beats, like, it's gonna be alright. Just watch out for better spots.
I'm watching you, Manfred.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be cold too, eh? And cold showers too, right?
Yeah.
All the time?
Yeah. But wait, I have to check which one is, whether it's this one. Because I've never used this one. Okay, so it's this
one. Always cold showers, never warm. And how cold?
I don't know. I've never measured it, but it's cold. You can feel it. So okay, let's continue.
Yeah.
The most important thing in my morning routine is to put on my socks.
That's like just getting stuff done early.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The most important task in the day.
Because if you can put your socks on, you can do anything.
Exactly. But the next thing is writing in my journal. Usually I have it next to my bed, but now because my girlfriend goes to bed a little earlier, so I don't want to wake up in the evening, and then I do it here. So then I just write some things I'm grateful for, things that would make great today, so what I want to accomplish, and daily affirmations. So this is basically where you write something that you are a little unsatisfied with and you would like to change it. So for example, you feel like you're getting distracted a lot and you're not so focused, so then you write, I'm very focused, I can work on my task, I'm very present in the moment. So you're basically writing down that this is already your current state, your current behavior, your current trait. So and whatever it is, and then I'm grateful for, usually I'm writing down I'm grateful for being healthy, for having amazing friends, for having an amazing team I'm working with. So
what would you say would be the benefits to someone, let's say like me, who would say, I don't need to write in a journal, I can just I know this stuff.
Yeah.
and I don't need to write in a journal. So like,
I think it's not mandatory. It's like you have to figure out for yourself whether it's something that could benefit you and to try it out. For me, it's because my day is can be very chaotic and very messy and very busy, so I can easily forget what I am grateful for in life. So these 5 to 10 minutes in the morning I take for myself, no matter how busy the day is. It really grounds myself. I'm centered, and I just remember what is important in life. And even though I'm going to have a very busy and stressful day, I'm very well prepared. I am also then, when I have a stressful day, it's much easier for me to remember, okay, chill, relax, it's gonna be fine. You have an amazing life, you have an amazing family and friends, and but if you're already a person that can think of the things you're really grateful for on it, like let's say also on stressful days, on busy days, I think you don't necessarily need it. Like I think it's something you have to try out. If it works for you, then go for it. If not, if you don't need it, then there are certainly days where I don't really feel the urge to be writing in this book. But right now, since things are very busy and stressful, it helps me a lot.
Helps like kind of bring everything together.
And also then what would make today so difficult? What would make today great? I then think, okay, what do I want to attack today? And also the reason why I'm not using my phone in the morning, usually I have it in my office here or in the lobby, is that I want to be proactive. I don't want to be reactive. Like taking your phone and checking social media or messages, you always put yourself in a very reactive state to react to the messages, to the tweets, to the posts, to the likes, and so on and so forth. But I want to be in an active state. I want to be deciding what I'm going to do, what I'm going to spend my energy on, what I'm going to spend my time on. So now I'm already putting myself, by making the bed, by taking a cold shower, by writing the things down I want to accomplish, I'm getting in a completely different state whereas when I would just get up, maybe take a warm shower, check my phone, check my social media, I don't know. It just puts me in a winning state. It puts me in the state of completely crushing the day and works wonders for me. And I think the science behind, if you do some research, has already been proven that these kind of things really put you in a much better and a much more winning state to accomplish your goals. And also I'm reading just one page per day in this book. This is the Daily Stoic. Stoic. What's the right pronunciation?
Stoic, yeah.
Yeah. So it has one meditation on wisdoms, perseverance, and the art of living each day. And I don't know, especially when you have...
Is that the idea that you're supposed to read one page a day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Of course you can read more, but it's like...
I think I could keep up with that.
There's no story, there's no narration, there's just one advice or one wisdom or one meditation being shared every day about life, about even business, about meditations, about self-awareness, consciousness. Yeah, it's really good. I like it. And then I read. Actually, I started this at not January 1st, I started this at the beginning of February, so I'm a little behind, so sometimes I read 2-3 pages a day. I'm cheating a little bit, but to catch up. Yeah, and usually also here, that these are the books I'm currently reading, but also not only reading, I can show you that later, where I'm also writing reviews. So I take this is from Eckhart Tolle. So I highlight certain stuff. So here I'm,
important stuff. Stuff that you think is important. Or?
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes I find that everything important, and then here, just a few things.
Just things that stand out to you.
Yeah, and then I have a note. OneNote, I can show that later as well, where then I take the book and I write everything out there. Like I read it again and then I reconsider, okay, is it really important, or was it just in the moment and I felt emotionally attached to what he's saying, but actually it's not so important to me. Then I trim it a bit and then I put it in my notepad. So I build my own library of wisdom, business advice, and later on I don't need to read the whole book again. I can just go in there and go through it again. So yeah, that's the way I digest books, the way I read books. I'm not reading so many books, but when I read a book, it's very
thorough.
Yeah, thorough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
What would make today great?
So I want to meditate today, of course. Meditation. Then we have an event in Hamburg next week with some friends, so I have to plan some stuff. Plan Hamburg. And I already know what to do. I don't need to exactly write down what I need to plan, so I know plan Hamburg. So I need to get this done today. What else? There are a couple of things.
Well, take a foot bath.
Also Saturdays I'm using a lot for reading and reviewing the stuff I'm highlighting. So today meditation, reading, reviewing, getting 100, 200 pages in. Then plan Hamburg. I have to make some calls with some guys from the esports because they are going to have their very first big event in 1 or 2 weeks in Berlin. And right now we're about to set up our first gaming house in Berlin. So there needs a lot of stuff to be sorted out. And go through some emails from lawyers, tax advisors, because I didn't do it yesterday. I want to do it today because I don't want to spend time on Sunday on that. So on Monday, they get my feedback. I need to respond to some things, submit some documents, and then they can keep working on stuff. Because right now with the Brexit app happening in England, we need to move over the Raise Your Age Limited to Austria. And this is a bit tricky. So that's the plan for today. Probably it's not going to take me so long. And then the rest of the day we keep shooting footage. Also taking off a little bit today. Saturday is usually the day where we, relax a little more. Also having a bit time for ourselves and
So now what do you do?
I'm gonna make me a juice. Whenever you see something that we can do better, just tell me. I don't mind. We can take 50 shots. Do you think that looks too perfect?
Not being paid for this.
It has guaranas, and the good thing about it, why I like it more than coffee is it's more sustainable, if that makes sense. So
Crash.
It lasts longer. Yeah, you don't have the crash. So you take it and it makes you awake, and it stays for 4 or 5 hours. And then if it fades away, it's not like crashing you. It's just you feel normal, right? It's like with coffee. For me at least, I drink coffee, it's good for 1 or 2 hours, eventually 3, but then you have like this.
Yeah.
So for the meditation, I usually there are certain packages in Headspace you can do. So right now I'm doing an acceptance session or an acceptance package where it's about to figure out in life what you're really resisting, and these meditations are specifically tailored towards any kind of rejections you have right now in life towards things, towards people, whatever it is, and to just really sink in and let it come up and eventually let it go. It takes 10 days, and at the beginning of each session,
welcome to day 9 of acceptance.
He talks a little bit about.
Now, no matter whether it's during this exercise or whether it's in everyday life.
So that's while you're doing the meditation.
So at the first 1 or 2 minutes he talks about it, and then I take notes. And I actually already did this package, so I'm doing it the second day, and I'm just writing down what he's talking about. Or let's say if there's, like I'm reading a book, right? I highlight something, I write it down. Here I'm doing the same, because sometimes when I started meditation, I'm like, wow, he's sharing so many incredible things. I want to keep them somewhere to eventually come back and look at them later and to learn from it. Because I think you only learn when you try to keep it somewhere, and also you try to apply it. And the same as you can see on this side, you have meditation of motivation, anxiety, focus, balance, sleep, appreciation, anger, restlessness, relationship, productivity, prioritization, focus, patience, competition, stress, and coping with cravings. So then.
So this is all stuff that you've written down. This is They don't give you this.
No. That's every beginning of the meditation. I listen to it, and if there's something I would like to keep, I just a sentence or a few words, or sometimes I don't write anything down at all. I just write it down. On today's session 9.
I wonder what happened.
But as I said, this one I already did. So sometimes I do these specific meditations twice or 3 times.
Resistance.
And then he starts. He encourages you to sit down, get comfortable. Then I take my meditation chair.
Wherever you stand,
And then it takes 20 minutes for the entire meditation.
just taking some nice big deep breaths.
And this is an everyday thing.
Yeah. And I also don't mind if it's loud outside. One of my former kickbox coaches, he said when it comes to meditation, you always the goal is to, to be centered and conscious even in stressy situations. So of course you want to have a calm room or calm environment usually, but I sometimes also try to meditate in noisy environments. So that kind of gives me the feeling that I'll also be able to be very centered and conscious in situations when it's very busy and stressful. When it is in poker, right? When we're grinding, it's not calm at all. Like these on the tables, it's a lot of action, a lot of bad beats, a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts. So I think it's also a great way to kind of train and exercise to stay calm and centered and conscious when it's a little bit more louder.